What's going on, everybody? So in this video, we're going to find out if the Yeezys from the previous video are real or if they are fake, but that's going to pale in comparison to a pair of shoes I found in this video for you. And if those are real, it's the best find I've ever had. All right, let's check racks. First thing here, we're going to start this one off with Patagonia. Let's just get it out of the way. I guess the bigger question at this point is, why are people donating it so much in my area? Like, is there a problem that people are foreseeing that I'm not? At any rate, this is a men's small. They're calling this the Alpine Icon sweatshirt, and the color is Toasted Peach, the manufacturer's color. That makes me feel kind of like warm and fuzzy inside. I don't know, I kind of like that. It's going to cost me $5. We're looking at between $25 and $30. I have it listed for $30, but it's likely to sell in the $25 to $30 range. But it's Patagonia nonetheless, and it is not the last time you're going to see it in this video. Spoiler alert. So let's look at the rest of the rack. Is Pierre Cardin a thing anymore? I feel like it had its time, and a lot of these brands come back. I'm not sure if that's one of them, but I left that shirt behind and didn't bother to run the comp. So if it's worth $1 million, go get it if you're local. Next thing here, a pair of Air Max 97s. These are I forget what size they are, women's. I had to throw them in the wash, but they came out looking pretty nice. I'm going to be pretty aggressive on my price here and list these for $40. A little bit of, I don't know if you call that pilling on the inside, but pull as much of that out as I can, get them cleaned up, put them on the market for $40, and hope that they sell sooner rather than later. These look like a regular price pair. These are not marked up, so it's going to cost me excuse me, going to cost me $5.30 to be exact. So let's round up, $5.50. And then I feel like I just sold a pair. They look like Pegasus, Nike, Zoom Pay. Yeah, I wonder why I didn't pick those up. I don't remember now that I'm doing the voiceover here, but I did just sell a pair of 11.5, so that same exact style for around $30, I believe. So anyway, we're gonna buy a couple of mugs here. There's 3 in a row that I really like. This one here is like Van Gogh Starry Night, and I think I can get 15 for that one. And then this one here is Iris's Chaleur Master Impressions. It's also a Van Gogh mug. I'm looking at probably 15 for this one as well. So 15 on both of the Van Gogh mugs. And then I'm gonna grab this Honolulu Marathon mug. I'm gonna list it for $30. There are no comps that I can see that are close in that range, but if you find a Honolulu Marathon t-shirt, that's definitely a bolo, especially if it's a finisher t-shirt. Those look like they sell for a pretty high dollar amount. And so I'm kind of just piggybacking off of the t-shirts and the hats selling for a pretty decent price. So I think I'll have the only Honolulu mug in that style, or maybe just the only one at all. And I think listing it at $30 is going to be pretty fair. The rest of these here, they were pretty average, and I just, at $8, $9, I didn't really feel like any of the rest of these were worth grabbing. So $3 for 3 mugs that I can potentially turn into $60, I will take that. Next thing here, one of my favorite items to resell here, just a regular Honeywell thermostat. I swear I've sold this in the past before. They've got it priced at $7, and it looks like they consistently sell in the $50 range. So that's what I'm going to list mine for, $50. Brand new in the package, completely unopened. I couldn't make out what to do with this octopus. It's pewter, it's pretty large, but the market is saying that they don't buy, at least we're talking about eBay, they're not buying those types of items. They're certainly not paying up for them. I see a lot of pewter octopus necklaces selling, so I'm gonna leave that thing behind, let that be someone else's problem. And then that old phone could have been something, but this is me just kind of getting lazy and not checking everything. I'm pretty inconsistent when it comes to that. There are days where I will comp every single thing on a cart, and then days where I will really just spot pick and I miss some things too. So it is what it is. I'm going to take the Chubbies home, though. This is still a pretty good brand for resale. I know we're getting out of summer season and into fall, but I still think there's a market for these one, like Patriotic, Rainbow, whatever you want to call it, 5.5 inch inseam, and I'm gonna price them at $40. I think they're still $5 in this location, so let's go with that. But a very clean pair of Chubbies, and I have success with them, so I'm gonna keep sourcing them until the market gets flooded, which I do not believe it is at this point. Next thing here, Patagonia Cinchilla men's fleece vest. I think it's a medium black color here, just hanging off the back of a rack that just came out. I don't know if this rack just came out, as I think it was there as I was pulling in, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I just got lucky, because Patagonia usually disappears pretty quickly. But second one in this video here, I think I'm going to list that for $40, and then I expect that it'll sell between $30 and $40. That's what the comparables say. I have a medium, and there's 5 or 6 mediums with that exact style number that was on the inside of the tag. I know you folks didn't see that, but Patagonia Cinchilla, usually a pretty good seller, especially with fall coming up and the fact that it's a vest. So we're looking pretty good. And then I'm gonna maybe stretch for this thing here. This is a wallet and grommet. I think it's an air freshener. Yeah, it says it right on the back there. Brand new. They only want $5 for it. There's a couple of solds I see, but the prices are pretty low. But I think I'm gonna try to get 25 out of the one that I have. There is one listed for 50. I don't know if 50 is reasonable. Maybe I'll go into Terra Peak just to get an idea if maybe some of them do have sold for that dollar amount, but I think 25 would be fair, at least at first glance. I'm gonna leave the Cole Haans behind. That's a split toe, black leather, very good condition, size 11.5, but the current listings to sold in the last 90 days ratio, if you will, just doesn't look very good to me. And so I'm going to be picky, especially since it's a dress shoe. It's not like the grand Oxfords that I featured in my previous What's Sold video that sold for $100. This style just doesn't look desirable based on the numbers. So I'm leaving them behind. And this is another item that I sometimes, I'm going to say like 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times I leave behind. But when I felt this shirt, it was really well made. I like the color pattern here. It's a North Face Tamales flannel, men's medium. I'm picking up a lot of mediums this trip for whatever reason. But I really like this style, and it looks like the average sales price for these the last 2 years is between $23 and $25. So for $5 for me, listing it for $25, I'm gonna make sure that if there is an exact comparable competing against me, that I will beat them with better pictures. And so hopefully that allows me to get a little bit of a higher price, but it says the average is around 20 to 25. So with fall coming up, I'm gonna do it because it was in really nice condition. And another well-made garment from North Face, where I'm pretty hard on them usually, and a lot of their stuff I pass up. So the rest of the racks here. My oldest and I are always on the hunt for interesting anime titles that we haven't heard of before. Some of the obvious ones we've seen enough of at this point. So anything that might be obscure but kind of cool, we're looking for. And I don't really see anything. And then of course horror, because we have Halloween, approaching. I do like to do a wholesale box or two for subscribers. And so if you're not already subscribed, hit that button for that reason, because I will have a Halloween bundle to sell to you folks here. Regarding the Yeezys, a lot of you had mentioned that you thought that they were real. There were a couple of people that were skeptical who may not have known any better, but they were real. They were authenticated by eBay, and they were shipped out to a buyer who bought them for $120. They got a fantastic deal. I didn't want to wash them because the version 2s are a half size small. So for example, I'm a size 12 and those shoes were a size 12, but they didn't fit me. I would need a 12.5 in the version 2s. But the Yeezys were, according to eBay, 100% authentic, and that buyer has already received those shoes at $120 and left fantastic positive feedback. So a very good eye for all of you catching the fact that you thought that they were real. They were. So good call on that. Look at the electronics. I don't really see anything here that's cool. I caught this off the end of a rack. Triple bristle. I've never heard of this before, but for $7, it looks like the solds are pretty good. So maybe on the low end, $30. I could probably push it to $40. I don't really know. I'm just, to be conservative when we're totaling everything up at the end, I'm going to say $30 for this, but for $7, there's enough of them that have sold in the last 90 days that have convinced me that I could pull the trigger. And I really wanted to grab these Sam Edelmans. I just sold a pair that was similar. They weren't pink, but they were snakeskin like that for around $25 to $30, but I couldn't find the other one. So there's that. It's like being at the bins, right? But yeah, that one didn't turn up, but this triple bristle, that's good for $30. And congratulations again for everybody that had a very, very good eye on the Yeezys. Those were definitely real. So that was kind of cool. All right, we're going to check out here. The last thing that I want to show you is what could be one of the most unbelievable finds of all time. This is a pair of Nike Travis Scott Cactus Jack Air Force Ones. They, they are a size 6.5. We'll take a little bit of a closer look at them when I get home, but just touching them and giving them the feel test here at $25, I don't know, everything feels good. The color in this store is a little bit off, so I'm gonna take these pair of shoes to my back deck here and let's look at them a little bit closer. I don't know, stitching looks pretty good. It's telling me, just based on what little I know, that these are real. I don't know if you can see the tag. It's very hard to say. And we will let, it's a picture of the tag right there. We're gonna let eBay authenticate these and do all of the work, but I don't know, it looks like a pretty clean pair, if you will. And I mean, if they are, this is probably one of the best pulls out of a store I've ever had. All right, I feel like the book club, you guys remember that from Pizza Hut when they would do those book things, you know, you get free pizza, read a book, get a free personal pan pizza. You just remember that from back from like the early or mid 80s. Well, that's what we're doing. We're giving away books here. So what's the sum here? 4 and 8 is 12. How many comments do we have on this one? Almost 200, not bad at all. And let's pick a winner of the Wings of Fire books 1 through 14. Lisa Barton, congratulations. I'm definitely not an expert of Yeezys, but my guess would be they are real by looking at the insoles. You are correct. They are real. Congratulations. You win the set of books. Email me at dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. Send me your details and I will get that in the mail for you just as soon as I can. I have almost all of the items in the mail in transit, FYI. So if all of you are still waiting for your items, there's a good reason for that. I got them out very, very slow, but the vast majority of them are in transit. So expect them in the next few days. And thank you so much for commenting. All right, kiddo. We are down to 3 because I think that's going to be it for the amount of videos I can get in. So take your pick. Subscribe for giveaway. Which one will it be? Okay, is that the one? Very nice. Open her up. Oh, okay. This is an easy one. You know what these are. And no, they're not yours. All right, so we're gonna keep with the shoe theme in this one. A pair of Nike Blazers. I forget what size these are. I think these are women's. I don't know. You're gonna have to 9.5. I sourced these in a video, and this is the exact same pair that this one got for her birthday recently. So she's rocking these. But anyway, I'm giving these away to a subscriber. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that sub button. Totally free for you. And I'm very excited to put this in the mail for somebody very soon. Okay, so $73 spent in that video, and before the shoes at the end, my total would have come to $340. But I have the Travis Scotts listed for $1,400, so that brings the total to $1,740, and let's pray that they are real. What are you guys putting on your feet? My favorite brand right now, I think, is probably Nike. It seems like that's the brand that I wear the most, but I did try a pair of Hokas on recently, and they felt like clouds when I was walking in them. So I might transition, if I'm gonna be using them for working out and or running, to Hokas, because that was a real pleasant surprise. But I'm always rocking Nike. What are you guys putting on your feet? What's your favorite brand? What are you wearing? Let me know in the comments. Brendan here at Dad Planet, the One Man Show. We only have a couple of videos left in July. Thank you so much for following along with me on this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.